documents. No, we can't. I know, yeah, but it's, no, it's, it won't take it. It's saved as PNG right now. Save as. Oh, do I save as PNG guy or JPEG?
It's probably PNG. Wait, what do you need? Tell me what you need so I can help.
Yes, big. Right now, I'm trying to save the file into like my document desktop so I can, attach it.
Right. It's not a document. So what you do is just go to save it as an image.
Oh,
and just make it your backdrop. Not a document.
Okay, I got this image. Let me see here. No, there's no image. Just PNG. It's a PNG file. See that PNG? I can see it.
Right. PNG is the same as like a JPEG. It's just for high resolution. That's
okay,
what the PNG for. You guys got
okay.
it?
Okay, I downloaded this file names. I'm keeping it as 2546.2 file.
Or keep it as whatever you want. You can change the name so you can find it.
I know. All right. Okay. Now I saved it. Let me try one more time. See if I can. Would I go back into the?
So you go to StreamYard, virtual background.
Okay, virtual background. I got it. There it is.
Then go to upload.
Background here. It just gives you these choices. I have green screen. See virtual background guide tips. No virtual background.
No. Right. So when it gives you an option to upload a background.
It's got no virtual background blurb, and then it's got all the other pictures I saved. Upload background. I guess I'm gonna upload.
There you go. There you go. Okay, so instead of starting soon, I'm gonna do the loop, and I'm gonna call up Shanae first because she has to go be a mentor, and then I'll call up Marie, and then I'll call up everybody. Ready, Shanae? You ready, Nene?
Hey, that's a little. Yes, that's a little. I just uploaded my background, but it won't let me upload background. Just at a plus. Maybe I do that. Would
no? You should have it. Everyone. Well, I'm gonna. Hey. All right, you guys. Yes, and yes. I just want to say welcome to each and every one of you right now. Yes, welcome. This is Dr. Tina G. Lewis, and I'm super excited. This is our 23rd series of Sunday Speaker Series. We are coming to you live from all over. We have myself coming from Los Angeles, California. I have a question. How come sunny Southern California weather has turned into Utah? Yes, where's the sun? Someone please send the sun to Los Angeles, California. Well, I am stoked for many reasons. I have three amazing guests and one surprise guest. And so, really quickly, I'm Dr. Tina D. Lewis. My background is absolutely medicine. I am a PA by trade. I did emergency medicine. I did family practice. I've done general surgery, stroke rehabilitation, and I loved all of it. But I realized that I was chronically unemployable. They told me that I can have a 30-minute or even an hour lunch, and I literally would take 2 hours for lunch. I would get in my car, let down the sunroof, and literally drive to Venice Beach for a henna tattoo and a smoothie. And my job was actually 30 minutes away. So that's already an hour. And I would take another hour to enjoy my friends and my smoothie. So I was chronically unemployable, ladies and gentlemen. I just totally disgust being indoors. I prefer outdoors. I'd rather be on a boat, paddleboarding, a jet ski, simply putting my toes in the sand. And that's probably why, or one of the reasons why I founded Global Women Speakers, where I can marry the things that I enjoy the absolute most, like travel and speaking. And so Sunday Speaker Series began the beginning of 2023. Actually, the end of 2022. What happened is I said, you know what, I want to have an event and I want it to be amazing. I wanted people to fly in from all over the world. But then I thought about it like, you know what, I want to impact more people. And how do you do that? Well, let's do it virtually. And so we had a grand finale that we have every single year. At the end of the year, it is a grand finale. So, grand finale 2022, it was scheduled to be just 2 hours. It was not 4 hours. It was not 6 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours. It ended up being 14. Yes, 1 4, 14 long hours, 14 long hours of just amazing women who were masters, experts, coaches, trainers, speakers, authors, therapists. It was unbelievable. So we had a blast. And I said, I'm going to do it again. It was a New Year's Day, and everyone's like, Tina, are you sure you want to do it on New Year's Day? I'm like, listen, I am. I'm doing it on January 1 of 2023. They're like, well, it's New Year's Day. Are you sure people are going to show up? And my response was, it's not my business. It is not my business if they show up or not. I am going to do it. And what I do know without a shadow of a doubt is the people, the women that are supposed to be there, that's hungry for knowledge, hungry for systems, for connection, for improvement, for more, they will show up. And ladies, not only did they show up, they showed out. Our Sunday Speaker Series on January 1 on New Year's Day was not 14 hours. It was just too long, right? But it was 12 hours long. 12 horas. It was 12 hours long. And I could tell you lives were impacted, businesses were changed, people pivoted. It was unbelievable. And so that brings us to our 23rd. We've had Sunday Speaker Series every single Sunday. And this is our 23rd series. So I'm excited for multiple reasons. The women that are going to come up right now, listen, grab a pen, a paper, a recorder, be in tune. I promise you, this is not something you want to multitask on. Not at all. You do not want to multitask at all. I promise you. And so the first young lady that I want to bring up, her name is Shanae Tennant. She's out of Arizona. But before I bring up Shanae, I want to say that we also have the group home queen, who is a good friend of mine. I love her dearly. She's amazing. She's called the group home queen for a reason. Ladies and gentlemen, she actually went from having one group home earning $30,000, $35,000, right, in a month for one group home to literally garnering like 10. She went from 35,000 a month, and you can do the math, 350,000 plus a month simply from group homes. Talk about a queen. If anyone has created a system, if anyone knows how to do it and have it duplicatable, Not is she just doing it, but she's also a mentor, and she shows other people how to do exactly the same thing. And so if you've ever dreamed of, thought of having multiple streams of income and having a group home for either elderly or for children or, the lost, the juvenile, then she is your girl. I recommend her without hesitation. I put a stamp on it. You can take it to the bank that she is the GOAT. And our next speaker after that will be none other than the Shirley Lou. Talk about finances, talk about instruments, talking about knowing money and how to attract money. That is Shirley Lou's, listen, not just her gift, it is her DNA. And I am going to ask you to be very attuned in to this series. We have powerful women. Their stories, their testimonials are insane. And so without further ado, I want to move from the forefront and bring up some amazing women. I'm actually going to bring them all up at once for multiple reasons. The reason why I want to bring them all up at once is because I just want them to say, hey, you guys say hi. Woo!
Hello.
Yes, yes. So we know for a fact that each of you can be anywhere on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, but you chose to tune in here, whether you're watching on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, listen, or even Twitter. Yes, no matter where you're watching from, we just want to say thank you for being here. And so, without further ado, ladies, tell them in a snippet, give them one word of why they need to watch this Sunday Speaker Series today. Just one powerful, magnetic word. Shirley Lou, over to you.
Life changing.
Wow, awesome. Shanae, over to you.
Transformational.
Wow. Gonna turn it over to the group home queen, Marie, over to you. Why is give me one word of why they need to watch this Sunday Speaker Series today.
Inspiring.
Wow. Wow. Life changing, transformational, and inspiring. And my word to you is riveting. Riveting. It's going to put chill bumps on your arms. It's going to be riveting. And so, without further ado, I would like to bring to the forefront the Shanae Tennant. Shanae, your story is unbelievable. I mean, what you have done in such a short period is nothing shy of amaze balls. And so, Shanae, could you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Yes, Dr. Tina D. Hi, everyone. I am Shanae
Turn
Tennant.
up your volume up just a little bit. We want
Oh,
to
I'm
hear you.
sorry. Hold on.
Yes,
Let me turn my volume up.
absolutely. I mean,
Okay,
every
can you
word.
hear me now?
Absolutely. As if
Okay.
you
Hi, everyone. I'm Shanae.
yes. And so Shanae Tennant, right?
Shanae Tennant, that is correct.
Wow. Where are you originally from?
I am from Indianapolis, Indiana. I am now hailing from Arizona.
Wow. Love it. Love it. Love it. So Shanae, I mean, you have a journal. Most people have books and journals. And so what makes yours different? What makes your journal different?
So my journal is different because it's an inspirational journal for women. So 8 years ago, I was shot in my head and left for dead. So I had to
Wait, hold
learn
on.
how to.
Hold on. We have a pause break here at Sunday Speaker Series by Global Women Speakers. You said you were shot.
Yes, I was shot in my head 8 years ago and left for dead.
Wow. Did I tell you it's going to be riveting? Like, I just got chill bumps. I have tears in my eyes. And this is not my first time hearing it. So, for those of you who are hearing it for the first time, I mean, her story um, is unbelievable. It lets you know there's a God. It lets you know there's something greater than you because with this young lady, this beautiful young lady who I have grown to know, she is a premier member of Global Women Speakers. And I can tell you the things that she is doing and has done. Whew, is truly exactly the word she used, transformational. And so you were shot in the head and left for dead. What does that mean?
So for me, at the time, I had 5 children. So for me, that was, my time that I had to stay here for them. And
Mm.
so I just prayed and asked God to save me. And once I was saved, that was my fuel to keep going. And so, as I said, 8 years ago, I was shot in my head and left for dead. So this journal, it kind of has bits and pieces of different personal memoirs in there where I tell difficult you know, difficult challenges that I faced in life. And so I shared that. And then I also shared from a theoretical approach of how I was able to get through those from
Wow.
personal experience and from a theoretical and psychological approach. And so this
Wow.
inspirational journal
Mm.
is really blessing a lot of women. It's giving that insight, it's giving that push and that drive for others to be able to get up.
You know what? I could see that. And so, Shanae, how can someone order your journal? If I don't know anything else, I know that we all need tools. And I think the journal is a tool because they can't have you there personally. I mean, they can probably for a fee, but I'm saying they can't have you there personally to help them, I will say, navigate
Mhm.
life experiences. And I'm not sure, but I know for a fact that, in my humble opinion, that I mean, we all have to navigate something in our lives. And I don't believe that we all can navigate from, being shot in the head and just overcoming that. So if you can use an analogy to that, whether it's a divorce, whether it's rape, whether it's
Mhm.
losing a child, no matter what it is, I believe that that journal can help a lot of women and help set them free or get them on the journey to self, I will say, self actualization, self realization. Just give them CPR, give them a sliver of hope, to say the least. And so, how can someone order that journal?
So that journal can be purchased online. So it is on Amazon at amazon.com /author/get up, or you can just type in get up. The title is Get Up Girl, You Got This. So
Wow.
on Amazon, you can type that in and it'll pop straight up.
Get up, girl, you got this. Get up,
Yeah.
girl, you
That is
got
a
this.
daily affirmation that I tell myself and that I encourage all women to say, regardless of what you're faced in life. That
Wow.
was just a minuscule of what I've overcome. But if
Mm.
I can do it, I feel like anybody can do it. And so I just always encourage women to get up because we do have this.
Get up, girl, you got this. What an affirmation. Yes. So add that to your affirmation. Because sometimes you're not gonna feel like it. I know I don't. I don't feel like getting up. Even though I get up at 5:30 Monday through Friday, because I have an accountability call at 5:30. And so, Shanae, I tell myself other affirmations, other manifestations. So I am going to literally start saying, get up, girl, you got this. Like, get up, girl, you got this.
Yeah.
No matter what the day faces, no matter what the challenges are, get up, girl, you've got this. Get up, girl, you got this. No matter what you're facing, what your day is like, what the numbers in your bank account, if there's a plus in the front of those numbers or a negative, get up, girl,
Get
you got
up.
this. I love
Yes.
that. I love that. So, get up, girl, you got this on Amazon. So, if you are watching this live or catching a replay, I want you to go and support Shanae Tenen because a portion of the proceeds goes to juveniles. And I want her to share also what she's doing. I mean, it's just doors have been open. And I want to say that when you're operating in your gift, when you're listening to your calling, when you are making a difference in the lives of other people, doors, they don't just open, they swing open. They are blown off the hinges. And that's exactly what's happening for Shanae. So, Shanae, you're mentoring now.
I am mentoring now. So, yes, I moved here 9 months ago to Arizona. And so I am now mentoring with the Arizona Department of Corrections.
Wow.
And so I mentor incarcerated youth. And I kind of, use the same analogy to get up. Because I feel like even they need, assistance and guidance and direction as well. So
Mm.
the purpose of my mentorship is to, save our youth from a cognitive approach and reduce juvenile recidivism. I also understand a lot of what these youth are being faced with because I come from a impoverished background from where I'm from. I lost a husband last year who also was in the streets and he was murdered. And so
Mm.
me not being able to save him has now, my direction has been to save as many youth as I can, because I understand what they're faced with. And they can relate to me better because of what I was faced with and what I've
Absolutely.
overcome. And so what I do is I have a course-based curriculum that I go in and I teach, and I do one-on-one mentoring with, one mentee at a time. And we talk about the importance of really self, because once somebody understands the importance of self and their worth and who they are, they can look at life differently. And so that's really my directive, is to teach them who they are and to be there as a mentor and as a supporter and someone that, that truly loves them and wants the best for them. So I'm currently 2 for 2. One of my mentees was released from prison. He is out, and he has made himself my child. So I have now have a new child that I have taken on. But yeah, just being able to break down and reconstruct their perception is key to me. And when in doing that, it's like I said, teaching them the importance of self.
I absolutely love it. If you do not have chill bumps, I want you to check your pulse. If you do not believe in miracles, I need you to go check your, forget it. Just go to the mortuary and just lay down. I mean, literally, because chill bumps every single time I hear the story. Shot in the head, left for dead, husband murdered. And she didn't even tell you half of it. Husband murdered. And here she is saving endangered youth, giving them hope, going into, not waiting for them to come out, but she is going into while they are incarcerated, because she believes in rehabilitation. She believes that if everyone knows that they have someone that cares, that it literally can be transformational, that word, and change their life. And so, Shanae, my hat goes off to you. Not only does my hat, my time, my energy goes to you. You are a member of Global Women Speakers. And I can say
Yes.
it's been an absolute pleasure mentoring you, coaching you, giving up your time. You volunteered at the Celebrity Golf Tournament in Las Vegas. You met amazing people like Mike Hill, like Icky Woods,
Yes.
and a plethora of other people. You're going to be at the other golf tournaments and volunteering and speaking on stages around the globe. So I'm super
Yes.
excited for you. And I cannot wait until you totally open that group home. And that's why we have the group home
Yes.
queen who's up next, the Myrie Hayes, also from Arizona. So I could just say this: Arizona is in the building today. Myrie Hayes, are you there? Hey.
Arizona.
Arizona is in the building. And so I was when Shanae Myrie, when she became a member of Global Women Speakers as a premier member, you know how my mind works, Myrie. I'm always like seeing how we're going to maximize. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, you got to meet Myrie. You got to meet my friend Myrie. I love her. She's like a sister. She's my sister. Because you got to have a group home, because you're going in there and you're teaching them and you're training them and you're mentoring them. But when they come out, like, where are they going to go? And so I see a huge collaboration. I'm in financially, like, Myrie, we need to get a group home. So when she goes in and talk to them and they come out, we need to have them come to that house there in Arizona, so we can love on them, so we can train them, so we can give them mindset, so we can give them personal development, so we can give them all the things, the tools that school did not give them. We want to teach them about money. We want to help them open a bank account, help them write checks and have excellent credit. We want to help them go and get a car with no down payment. We want to help them not just get a job, but we want to help them create a business for themselves that'll help more people. And so I cannot wait. I already told Shanae that I'm putting together a conference in Arizona, Shanae and Myrie, and it has to be, group home related. It has to be, I don't know what we're going to call it, but all I know is we need to do something and do it now. We have all the right people in the right places. And that's what I love about Global Women Speakers. We connect people from all over the globe. And so if you're watching this live or the replay and you have a story, you have a business, you have a product or a service, or even an idea, and you want to be surrounded around not like-minded women, but like-hearted, then we are your tribe, Global Women Speakers. Marie, would you say that we are the tribe? We are the tribe.
We are it.
Dang, that's it. Bottom line, we are it, period. Point blank, mic drop. And Shanae, tell them your experience so far with Global Women Speakers.
I could not have come to a better organization. Like literally, I'm a realist. I'm very transparent. I've had mentors in the past that I've, just wasn't it. Like from day one, I actually came on Global Women Speakers, and that's how I was even introduced. And
Yeah,
it's
that's
been
Sunday speaker
nothing.
series. Yeah.
Yes, it's been nothing but amazing. Like how Dr. T said, when you're in alignment with God and when God is in control in the direction, it's God's speeds and God's alignment. It's a very powerful organization. Dr. T is someone who is definitely the bottom line queen. She's definitely going to give it to you real, raw, and transparent, but her energy is everything. I couldn't be in a better, I couldn't have a better mentor. I love it. And I'm so excited to see what's ahead. The best is still yet to come.
Yes.
So I'm happy to be a part of it now because I know where it's going to go and how big it's going to get. So I'm excited. I love Global Women Speakers, and I'm the brat. I'm the brat of
understatement. You and Erica. Oh, that's another story. But okay, so Shanae, I know you have a mentee today. Is that correct?
Yes, I do have a mentee, so I have to go to the prison in a little bit. But I don't want to miss Marie, so I'm just going to have to, figure it out.
She's like, but I'm staying for Marie. I'm not leaving. And you heard Shanae, right? She is committed to her cause, most importantly to her calling. And she says, I'm not going to miss Marie. So those of you who are listening, let me tell you this. She's called the group home queen. That's just affectionately. We call her that. But behind the scenes, you know what we call her? Money magnet, genius. We call her things like that. And she would tell you she is my sister. I get on her nerves, but we are sisters, literally. Literally. We're always traveling somewhere. Marie, where did you just come from?
I just got back from Hawaii.
Last night?
Yeah, and I'm so tired. But I was like, all right, girl, let's do this.
Literally. A couple of weeks ago, I just came from Madrid. I mean, it was a blast. I was in Spain, hot air balloon. I was in Paris in March. I was on a cruise in January, like Dubai. Like we are all over the globe. And ladies and gentlemen, listen, you are not a tree. You are not meant to be stationary and be stagnant. It says, go into the nations, go. It's time for us to go. And why not travel and share our messages, our products, and our services with the globe, literally, and set everyone free. Leave hope wherever we go. We are trendsetters. We are doing some amazing things, and I am blown away. And so the next voice you will hear would not be mine. It will be none other than the Marie Hayes. Marie, take it away.
All right. So
just tell them who you are, what you do.
That's what I'm about to do. I am, like she said, affectionately known as the group home queen. Basically, I took a $12,500 investment because I felt like I could do a group home. And that at that point, with bad credit and not a lot of savings, no way to get business funding because my personal credit was messed up, I bet on myself. I invested the $12,500 to rent a home. The owner required me to put $10,000 down and pay $2,500 a month, but I knew what God had put in me to do. And so I stepped out on faith, set up the group home. Took me literally about a year, and I haven't stopped. We scaled it, and we went from one group home over the course of 3 years to 10 group homes. And so I've been in business for almost 8 years now, doing group homes and also helping others to start group homes and to optimize their group homes so they can make, 6 figures plus in their group home business. So I love what I do. I love pouring into people, and I love getting poured into by the Global Women Speakers. I love Dr. T. Like she said, we are family. Me and this woman, we sit up till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning talking till we both fall asleep. And so we know the intimate details of each other's lives and businesses. And it's just an awesome thing being a part of this group. I'm just excited about what's ahead. I'm excited about New York in July. I'm excited about the things and the people that we are meeting as, being a part of this organization. So I am just like elated to come on and talk to you guys in regards to entrepreneurship and just being a entrepreneur. I always tell people I'm an entrepreneur that cares. So you can care. Oh, time out.
We need a pause break because Marie, you are a 7-figure income earner, right? Like literally,
Yes, ma'am.
you went from $12,500 like to, I mean, that was your investment, and you had bad credit.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there's a message there, ladies and gentlemen. It means that it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That's it.
Let no one tell you no. You can have bad credit and build a 7-figure business.
Mhm.
You can only have a pittance. You can have pennies and turn it into millions. Let no one tell you anything different. Marie, that is just unbelievable. No one would ever believe that. I mean, we
Yeah.
had Kate Hancock on this Sunday speaker series. She took $20 and turned it into $20 million. She has 3 hotels in the Philippines. $20.
Wow.
And so this is not just their story or our story. It can be your story. It's just when
Yeah.
are you going to start? Right? Marie, it's
Right.
like when? When? If not now, when? If
Right.
not with Marie, the group home queen, or Dr. Tina D.
Mhm.
Lewis, the bottom line queen, or if it's not with Shanae, the mental wellness advocate, if it's not with Shirley Lou, the financial godmother, then
Mhm.
actually, who is it going to be? You got to choose somebody. You got to choose someone. And most importantly, you have to start. Bad credit can become excellent credit.
Mhm.
$12,500 can become a 7-figure business. $20 can become 20 million. And it all starts with belief. What do you believe? Do you believe that you're never going to make it? Do you believe that you will always have bad credit? Do you believe that people are always talking about you? Do you believe that it's not for you? No, it's what you believe. That's not just half, that's the majority of the battle. You guys know my story. My mom was in a near fatal car accident, and I was only 10 years old in the 5th grade. She was in a body cast for 3 whole months. We lost everything to having no thing, nothing. You know the word nothing? We created the no in front of it, no thing. And how do I go from that to being a teenage mom, living in the projects, to making my first 6 figures in 45 days? How? Belief. I knew.
That's
No
it.
one can tell me anything. That was temporary. And ladies and gentlemen, don't make long-term decisions based on temporary circumstances or emotions. Do not make long-term decisions based on temporary situations. Your housing situation right now is temporary. Your negative bank account is temporary. Your divorce is temporary. Your layoff is temporary. It's a blessing. Now go do what you really love to do because you didn't like that job anyway. You didn't even like the people there. You hated getting in traffic, going somewhere you didn't want to be, to sit next to someone you do not like, to do what you do not love, and you're not passionate about it. And so,
Yes.
speaking of passion, as Marie was stating that she is an entrepreneur that I just want to let you know that's not how you start, it's how you finish. $12,500. Couldn't get a loan, paid more. You may have to pay a little more. Marie,
Yeah.
you paid a little more because you didn't have the good credit. Is that correct?
That's it. Yes. You got to do what you got to do.
Until you
As
can
long
do
as
what
you
you want
do
to.
it.
Yes. Yes. And it took her 1 year. 1 year. How many of you are willing to invest 12,500 and wait 1 year to make it $1 million. From a 5-figure month to a 6 and 7-figure month. How many of you are willing to do that? Raise your hands. Raise your hand in the chat. I need you to hashtag me in the chat, because I know oftentimes we don't want to wait. We don't want to wait, but I can tell you anything, and our parents have told us over and over again, anything worth having is worth waiting for.
Yes.
Anything worth having is worth waiting for. I could have been in those projects saying, this is it. And you know one thing about living in the projects, there's families. When I say families, I'm talking about the grandmother, and then the kid, right, grows up, and then they apply for their own project. They have their kids. It's a cycle. I could have said, this is it. This is where I'm going to live for the rest of my life. I was seeing people, grandparents, great-great-grandparents, their cousins, their whole families living there. But I said, not me. And those of you who are saying it runs in my family, whether it's an illness, whether it's poverty, whether it's a curse, it runs in my family. I need you to go ahead and reset that and say, it ran in my family until it ran into me. It ran in my family until it ran into me. Marie, go ahead. Just take it away. I mean, like, really tell them you are an entrepreneur that care and what you're doing for other people, because that is what matters. We all can be here and giving ourselves accolades, but it's not until we impact the lives of other people that we really make a difference. Correct?
That's true. That's true. That's why, let me add this. Say, I am the curse breaker.
Yes. Woo. Matter of fact,
curse.
don't say it. Put it in the chat. Go ahead.
That's
Hashtag
it.
I am the curse breaker. No. Put that on LinkedIn. I am the curse breaker. On YouTube, I am the curse breaker. Put that in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Put that in the chat right now. And matter of fact, whoever puts it in the chat, I'm going to put all of you who hashtag I am the curse breaker. I'm going to put all of those names in a drawer. I'm going to do it live so you can see it's no cheating. And we're going to give 5 people $100. Why not?
Ooh, okay.
I mean, if you're going to be a curse breaker, right?
That's it.
Hashtag I am a curse breaker, and you will be entered into a drawing for $100. We're going to give away $500, but only to the people that hashtag I am the curse breaker and share this live. Share it on YouTube, share it on Facebook, share it on LinkedIn. And the third thing you must do to be entered into the drawing is you have to follow each of the speakers here on a platform, Facebook or Instagram. So there's 3 ways to win $100. Number 1, hashtag I am a curse breaker. Number 2, share this live. Number 3, follow each. It's only 4. Follow each speaker on Facebook or on Instagram or whichever platform. Just you got to follow them. That's 3 ways. And we're going to confirm. We have Sophie watching, who is the assistant of Global Women Speakers. Sophie is watching, and she is going to put everyone who did those 3 things. Last time, hashtag I am the curse breaker. Number 2, you're going to do what? Share this live. Number 3, you're going to do what? Follow these 4 amazing, well, 3 of them are really amazing. All 3 of them, they are absolutely incredible. They gave up their Sunday afternoon to be here with me, Dr. Tina D. Lewis, on our Sunday Speaker Series sponsored by Global Women Speakers. So, Marie, if you had to give them, I mean, literally, listen, you took $12,500, turned it into a 6-figure month business. And so that means you have a skill set, you have a system that can help anyone build a 6 and 7-figure business from group homes. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. So how can they get in contact with you? Because you know, Shanae is back there. She's backstage going off. She's like, woo, like she's just all over the place. And I love it. So I want you to give not just Shanae, but each and every woman that's watching that says, you know what, I have $12,500 that I would like to invest. And I'm not sure if that's the cost. Like, what is a range? Because we're not going to give you, it's a case-by-case basis, right? So we're going to just give you a range of what it would take. And it depends on your city as well, your government. It depends on a lot of different things. But Marie is the expert. And so a range, like what would be the minimum investment, a range to start a group home?
Well, the minimum investment, I have ebooks that will walk you through how to do a group home. So,
Okay.
minimum investment is $99,
Okay.
all the way up to $50,000. So,
Okay.
it, everyone can fit in that.
I love it. It's a buffet. You go and
That's
get which
it.
one applies to you and what you're willing to do. Like
Yeah.
$99 for a how to, a step by step, a
Mhm.
DIY, right? Do it yourself. I think that's awesome. But I know
Yes.
me, like I'm not going to read it. I don't want to follow it. I want it done for me. I ain't got time for it. It's
That's
not my skill
it.
set. It's not my skill set. I don't want to go do that. I just want to travel and speak. So I will pay to have it done for me. I know you have do it yourself. I do it with you, and you have it.
Mhm.
I will do it for you. That's
Yeah.
that will. That's just me. Those of you who are watching this, I am the curse breaker. This is Dr. Tina D. Lewis and the Marie Hayes, who is up for her. Listen, she's up. She's a doctoral candidate. She will be getting her doctorate. I'm super excited about that. I want to give a huge shout out to the Norma Hollis, who graduated this weekend in Atlanta, Georgia. Marie is next, and a lot of the ultimate members of Global Women Speakers. So membership has its privileges. I'm excited,
Yeah.
and so from $99 to 50,000. So you have your ebook, $99, and tell us about the middle, and then tell us about the upper ranges. Over to you, Marie.
Okay. I have an ebook. I have my master class. I also have a course that you can go through. And then I have a mentorship, a live mentorship that lasts 90 days. And I also have the do it for you, as you said, because some people just want me to do it for them. So I have a plethora of things.
Love it. I love it. And one thing I can say is that, it's always going to be an investment because let me tell you something. When you are seeking knowledge and you want the best of the best and you're getting someone's IP, it's called intellectual property. I remember, Marie, my first time investing it was a program called The First Million because I was meant to be a millionaire, period. I mean, I was meant to be a millionaire on the way to billionaire. I just knew it, right? And so the name of the course was First Million. It was by a mentor of mine. He's a hypnotist. His name is Marshall Silver. And it was $6,000 and I didn't have it at all. I would think I was minus 600 in my bank account at the time. But I went into the hallway crying and calling. I was on the phone calling everybody I knew from A to Z. And God is awesome because the people I was calling was like, I can loan you 100. Let me see what I could do. I get paid Friday. I was like, this is ridiculous. So I just kept calling and crying because I wanted it. My hands were shaking. My palms were sweaty. And I got to pee to one of my mentors who said, sure, no problem. I'm with a patient, but you can have my American Express. And I didn't hear that because I was so accustomed from A, B, C, D, E, all the way to P of hearing no. I didn't hear that. I kept saying, I will pay you back. I can pay you $500 a month. I can do this. He was like, Tina, I don't have time for this. I have a patient. Here's my Amex. And I really literally started crying. And I enrolled in that course, First Million. And not only did I make my first million, not immediately, right? But I can tell you that course literally not just changed my business, it changed my life. And so I know for a fact that if you partner with the Group Home Queen, if you partner with Marie Hayes, if you partner with my sister from another mister, if you partner with her, what I do know without a shadow of a doubt, that she would not give up on you. You will give up on her before she gives up on you. She will
Yes.
make sure that you get that group home up and running that is compliant. Everyone can go and start one, but are you compliant? Are you positioned to get grants and funding? So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you want to do it, you want to do it right because you want to create a legacy. Her group homes is a legacy for her and her sisters and for her children, but also for her children's children's. So, Marie, it's awesome, awesome, awesome. Please let them know how they can contact you, how they can get what you have to offer, because it's an absolute must. Marie Hayes, the Group Home Queen, over to you.
Yes, you can reach me at my website, The Myrie Hayes, also on Instagram as The Myrie Hayes, and on
Yes.
Facebook as Myrie Hayes. So
Yes,
you can reach
consistency.
out.
branding, right? Now, not
Yeah.
only is she a group home queen, I'm going to tell you she is a beast when it comes to branding, to entrepreneurship. She has paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for masterminds, for coaching. And I'm going to tell you this, she is an ultimate member. And if you are an ultimate member, you know the investment, right? And so, Marie, tell them 5 things that they must do as an entrepreneur to be successful. In your opinion, what are 5 things that are absolute musts for an entrepreneur to be successful in this day and this age, in this industry, just period? As an entrepreneur, I am going to remove myself and I'm going to give Marie the floor because I'm telling you, listen up. I asked for 5 things. Get a blank piece of paper, number it 1, 2, 3, number it all the way down to 5, and write these down because I'm telling you, Marie charges a 5-figure for coaching. And I'm literally have her here getting all the kudos, the gems, you know, for free, complimentary on behalf of Global Women Speakers because she is a member. So please, she's going to give you 5 things. Write this down. And we don't want what you tell everybody. We want something special, strictly for Global Women Speakers. You see how she said, she's going to send me an invoice. I know. All right, Marie, over to you. Take it away.
All right. So 5 things that you need to absolutely do as an entrepreneur. And I did not know she was going to ask me this, but you got to first of all, you got to believe. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in what you are trying to do. You have to have a belief. 2, you got to have the mindset. Before I started, I'm a mother of 6. I'm a grandmother of 6. I'm the youngest of 14. I came from poverty. I had to change my mindset to not live in scarcity in order to move forward to where God was taking me. So you're going to have to change your mindset. Okay? You're going to have to be a collaborator. You're going to have to build relationships. I think that is a very important thing when it comes to entrepreneurship. You are not on an island by yourself. You need to build relationships. You need to connect with people. You need to build bridges. And then you need to continue to cultivate those relationships. So that would be 3. Let me see. 4 would be, I feel like you have to be a giver. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to sow. And what does it say? You reap what you sow. If you're always holding on to everything, guess what? Nothing's going to come to you. If you're always giving, it's going to be given back. And my Bible tells me, press down, shake it, press it down again. That's how God has been blessing me. And so I feel like you have to be a giver. And then last but not least, let me think of, what would number 5, since she told me to tell y'all stuff I haven't said before. You have to build systems, because in order to become a multimillionaire, I had to scale my business. I could have stayed with 1 or maybe 2 group homes, but in order to have multiplication, in order to build an empire, you have to set systems in place so everything can function properly. Because if you don't do that, when you're scaling your business and you're getting up into the millions, it's going to be chaos. So what did I say? Believe, relationships, let me think, mindset.
I told
You
them
wrote
to
them
take
down?
notes, and so was I. Absolutely. Believe. She said you have to believe. We talked about that. You have to believe. I mean, it's important. And I know some of you are like, well, how can I believe that if that's not what I know, if that was not what I was taught to believe? Well, you can listen to YouTube. They have motivational tapes. I encourage you to just start saying affirmations. You can say what you have or have what you say. I want you to listen to that. You can say what you have or have what you say. I prefer to have what I say because
Yes.
I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I'm the lender and not the borrower. I'm a money magnet. I will build and not destroy. You get- I am a billionaire. I am a billionaire. I am a billionaire. I am a change agent. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Say it.
I
Right?
am
So,
a billionaire.
yes. And number two, mindset. Yes, the mindset is everything. That's the affirmations, right? And so your mindset is the engine of the car. If you don't have an engine in the car, you're going nowhere. Do you have a V8 or you just have a six cylinder? What kind of engine do you have? The next one was relationships. Yes, relationships. Relationships. I am so honored to have a relationship with Marie. I can just call her and say, hey, let's do this. Let's go here. Let's do that. She's like, yes, yes, yes. And when she says no, I'm like, what? And the
I
same,
know.
like, like, let's meet here. Let's do, like, Marie is amazing. And so relationships. I have a relationship with Shanae, a relationship with Shirley, a relationship with the global women speakers. Like, we travel together. We trust each other. You don't want to go out of the country with people you don't like, people that don't have your back, people that you have to worry about who's going to pay the bill. And, that's not what we do. Our 5 core values is charity. She talked about being a giver. That was number 4, giver. Our number 1 is charity. We have the 5 C's is our core value. Number 1, charity. Number 2, culture. John C. Maxwell, my mentor, said that culture will eat vision for lunch. Why do people want to work at Google? Because you get to go work out, swipe your badge, go work out, and it's not your lunch break. You get to work out and be paid for it. Who doesn't want to work there and have a child? Who doesn't want to work where they have a daycare and you get to work out? Are you kidding me? I'm in. So that's number 2, culture. Number 3, community. We have a community of like-hearted women that just give up their time. No one's paid to be on Sunday Speaker Series. No one's paid to be here. It is a contribution. You know why? Because at some point in all of our lives, we must get past a life of just simply making money and being successful and start living a life of significance and contribution. So that's why Marie is here. It's a contribution.
Yes.
And so number 4 is communication. Well, we're speakers. We got to know how to communicate. But it goes deeper than that. You have to know how to communicate with each other. We're not always going to agree. We're not always going to get along. That's just the nature of women. But we are women who are like-hearted, and our core is to make sure our common denominator is communicating. Hey, sis, I didn't like it when. Fill in the blank. Hey, sis, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have said that. You didn't do this. Hold each other accountable. But communication is our 4th pillar. Number 5, collaboration. Yes, collaboration. I don't have a group home. When you partner with Marie, I don't make any money from that, but that is my sister. And when she wins, I win. When she wins, I win. When I win, she wins. Collaboration, ladies. Yes. And most women say, oh, I collaborate. I don't compete. I'm not here to tell you me and Marie compete. There's nothing wrong with competition. It makes you better.
Healthy competition.
That's what makes each other better. I'm competitive. I want to be number 1. But, it's kind of different for us because I also want her to be number 1. And we can all be number 1 and still give each other flowers and accolades. Right, Marie?
Yes.
And so, listen, her fifth one was systems. Yeah, I took notes. It doesn't matter who you are, how much money you make, who's the coach, who's the student. It doesn't not matter. We all can learn. Become a blank slate. Systems. Now, systems is an acronym. It stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money. It's a system. Who wants a system? Listen, systems will beat talent any day. You may be a beast. You may be a boss babe. You may be all of those things, an expert, a master, a sensei. You may be all of those things, but a system will outproduce talent any other day. And that's why she is able, the group home queen, Marie Hayes, is able to implement her system that allows other people to win and create a 6 and 7 figure group home business. Marie, wow, those were powerful. I thank you for sharing those. I thank you for coming in from Hawaii, jet lagged, tired, sleepy. You were simply having church in your office when I called you. Right? Like, and then she got on StreamYard, and I'm like, hello, hello, hello. She was like this, looking sleep. I'm like, hello. She was like, dang, I was praying. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I want to bring on back Shanae and bring on Shirley because I know they have something to say and to add for that. So, ladies, Shanae, Shirley, what were you thinking when Marie was speaking?
I think, you know what? Totally, you're so unfair to me. You got Myrie and Shanae speaking before me. Are you kidding me? These two ladies went out of the water. Like, next time, I don't want to go behind them. I need to go ahead of them. Okay. Oh my God. Ladies, I love you guys. I love you guys. First of all, you know how wonderful it is to be able to speak to Dr. Lewis. It's not easy connected to her. You know that, right?
Right.
She is so busy. When she gives you the time of day, you better count that time of day, okay? And the second thing is that, both of you, God, Myrie and Shanae, your stories, it's right in line exactly what I do and what I represent and everything you guys have. It's like the speech you guys give her is basically exactly, what my thoughts and sense were,
Wow.
But
Thanks,
it is
Shirley.
good.
You guys stay tuned. Don't go anywhere because I'm telling you, we're emotional now. But when we talk to Shirley, she's gonna make you like open up that checking account. She's gonna make you look at your numbers. She's gonna make you think about your future. But most importantly, she's gonna help you create a legacy because that's what it's about. It's definitely not about us. God gives it to us only if He can get it through us. And she's going to share some amazing things. So, Shanae, what do you have to say to what the queen of
OMG, I just have a whole notebook. Y'all probably can't see, but I have a whole notebook. And I agree, Shirley, that alignment is everything. So I feel like God brings people together at the right time with His alignment. So, Myrie, you will be hearing from me because I've been on the background and just praying.
Yes.
Asking God to direct me because I know that I know that that's what God has called me to do with group home, having a group home.
Yes.
And then, as I said, my mentee that is released, he's in a group home. So just being there and seeing how that functions. And I know that what I have in store and how I can help people is just going to triple that. So I got a whole notebook full of takeaways and gems. So I appreciate you. And I will definitely be in touch.
Yes.
And Myrie, the group home that you have, I know you and I can collaborate and bring it to the next level.
Yes.
Conversation I think we need to have. And when we get together, it's gonna be a game changer, ladies. It's gonna be a game changer through this connection, and if you're gonna find out why.
This is what Global Women Speakers is all about. Women from all walks of life, right? All walks of life, meeting at the same time, alignment before assignment, divine appointment. And so the next voice you will hear be none other than the Shirley Liu. She is a firecracker when it comes to money. Did I say a firecracker? A catalyst? A bomb when it comes to money, the Shirley. So Shirley, I'm going to remove myself. I want you to simply share who you are, what you do. And here on Sunday Speaker Series, we have it's called when you see this, that's called a pause break. We take those because sometimes all of us, Shanae, Myrie, yourself, myself, we say these things all the time. But there's somebody somewhere that wants to have a keen ear so they can listen more. And so we talk about it as if it's nothing because we've done it. We've seen it. We have testimonials. But there is somebody that wants to glean to the things that we say. And we don't want to ever overlook an opportunity to give our audience, our listeners, our followers, our fans, our members, our supporters, and most importantly, those that are just here to see if we're coming back next week. We will be here every single Sunday, no matter what. No matter what, Myrie, no matter what, Shirley, right? No matter what, every single Sunday. And so I want to make sure that we are equipping and empowering all of our listeners, anytime someone hears anything from Global Women Speakers or its members, I want to make sure that it's totally planted in fertile soil. So without further ado, I am going to move to the background and move up none other than the money. I call her the godmother of money. The
Well, first of all, thank you so much, Dr. Lewis. I am so excited because being on here is such a privilege. Being able to meet with so many women out there, it is an incredible journey. Ladies, or maybe gentlemen out there, if you're listening in, how I got into the financial services really not because one day I woke up and said, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to tell you stories. And my story is about 20 years ago. My husband had actually committed suicide at my house. He actually hung himself. My son witnessed it. The day that he died, I had to move out of the house with a baby, 1-year-old, and along with a 15, 16. So for those of you who happens to be a mom, you understand what it's like having to feed, trying to find a place to live. I made it my mission to get into the financial industry because I wanted to change the game. I felt very strongly that women out there were ill-equipped and not advanced in the financial industry, as in money. How do you make money work for you? How do you have more money? And how do you save that money? Concept. Basically, you can't lose money in the marketplace. As a matter of fact, most of you, some of you may have heard of on Amazon this book, IUL ASAP, by me. Yesterday was actually the mark of exact 2 years. Today, it dominates 7 categories when it comes to finance and retirement. It is an amazing journey. Financial advisor, insurance broker, IMO, everywhere out there. Regular people like you and I. And this book, it's called ULP. Why? Because, I like to teach how to win the financial game of life. Invest like the wealthy, generate free income with one 3-letter word. See, one of the things when it comes to money, you have to understand, guys, money does not discriminate, having or not having, okay? It doesn't discriminate based upon race, color, religion, education, socioeconomics, gender, even political affiliation. It doesn't care, but it affects every one of us the same way. One of the biggest things, that I believe in when it comes to money and finance is that I love one of Mr. Warren Buffett, by the way, he's in my book as well. He mentioned there are 2 rules.
No, we need a pause break because you just made a statement that money does not discriminate, right? And
Yeah.
so there's a group of people, multiple
Yeah.
groups of people that beg to differ. They feel that money does discriminate, that, how come they don't have it? How come one group has it and continues to have it perpetually and on a generational level, and how some groups do not have it? So I want you to explain that when you say that money does not discriminate. So Shirley, our chat,
Yes.
I want you to totally go ahead and explain. So those of you who are listening,
Okay.
those of you who are listening,
Okay.
yes, she said money does not discriminate, and I want you to listen.
Yes.
Because we don't want you to take anything incorrectly. We want you to listen up because Shirley is going to explain what she meant, not how you feel, not what you've seen, but what she meant with that statement. So, hey, Shirley Lou, take it away. Over to you.
Okay. When I word that money does not discriminate, that means it doesn't care. It affects each and every one of us. You understand? What it means is that whether you don't have money, we all need it because it affects each and every one of us. Now, when it comes to discrimination, how money is being divided, leaving to the next generation of wealth, that's where I come in and really try to explain. Because clearly, when I got into the financial industry, I saw that. I saw that's happening across women's and minorities. Guys, those are the 2 biggest where we're kind of left behind. We're way behind next generation. For example, one of the things that I've learned is called the 5-year retirement plan. I think I even heard of the 5-year retirement plan where you can literally money in for 5 years and you're done, and you never have to worry another day in your life. When I had this money concept, I wanted to teach and share this knowledge and information with the word out there. I would tell you this: I'm so proud of the fact that my team today can over 4,000 plus agents spread across the nation. 80% of my teams are women's minorities. Now, I know the speakers here. I know you're very diversified in that. But one of the biggest things when it comes to, the money concept, everyone needs to learn, able to teach that at a very basic level. And by the way, I believe teaching money should be free. It should be a free things where my team and I go out there and we educate the word. Churches, organizations, school, banking, live events, TV, radio. Like some of you guys, I'm so passionate about this. Recently, Forbes magazine, for those of you who may know, out of 10,000 country, I was selected to be the top 50 financial game changer by Forbes magazine. I'm also honored by Washington Business Journal as one of the fastest growing company teaching about money. And it's been an amazing journey, because what I try to do is that I try to teach a very basic level for those who don't have money, that wants to have money. And for those who said, I need to change the space where I am. How do I get better? How do I get more money? And how do I budget? When sometimes some of you look, I can't, when you only have $100 in the bank and you're trying to survive, how do you move to the next level? So those are the kind of things where you basically the hierarchy needs when it comes to money, and each and every one of you have a different things in the hierarchy of needs. And by the way, my book you can get on Amazon is very easy. IUP, and the hierarchy of needs basically tells you, just like food and water, the basic fundamental stuff. The very first thing in the hierarchy of needs when you guys come is called income. Well, income is number one thing at the lowest level from obvious standpoint. The second thing you guys need, after you got the income, you may say, okay, you know what? I need to have, insurance. Maybe I don't need to have bank accounts. I need to have life insurance, leave legacy. By the way, that's the other things too. The reason why most of us are wealthy is because we don't know how to leave a legacy. Because most of you sitting on this call right now or seeing this video, how many of you can really honestly tell me, tomorrow my mom, dad pass away, I'm going to get millions of dollars? Or even you yourself as a parent, how many of you can say, I can leave millions to my family?
I am coming on to publicly say that if my mom was to pass, I would not get $1 million.
And you know what? You and I have the power to change that today. And that's what's so exciting.
And that's exactly why I came back on, because a lot of people are intimidated or ashamed to say that they won't get $1 million, right? So we know you may get 50,000, you may get 100,000. We know all of those things. But what Shirley is saying is that you can get $1 million. And I am a firm believer is that we have to leave our next generation more empowered, stronger financially, mentally, and emotionally than we were. It has to get better. I would say majority of, I want to say this the proper way without offending anyone. Most families, I would say, their generations are less educated, less equipped financially than some. And so I am making a public declaration that I don't come from a wealthy family. So you know what that means? That means a wealthy family must come from me. I don't come from a wealthy family.
Yes.
So a wealthy family must come from me. So Dr. Shirley, you and I would definitely be having that talk. And now I'm going to remove myself.
So when it comes back to the money concept, where you are today, you can change your life where you are today if you make a conscious decision. And one of the things is that you need someone there to be able to say, well, really, show me how to get ahead. Show me, it's things when people earlier that Myra and them talk about taking $12,000 and making it to become millions. Well, I've taken homeless young girl that are 17, 18 years old, and today they're making 20,000 a month. Okay, maybe 1,000 is not a lot, but then I've also got a lot of the folks that's never ever played in the financial industry ever before, never in their entire life, and they're coming in from the beginning, learning how to make 100,000 a month. I've got people that makes in the millions under my leaderships, you know. But again, everybody's got a different learning curve. And by the way, ladies, the financial industry is not that difficult. Okay, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Well, I'm not good with math. I'm not good with numbers. I'm not good. No, no, no. All those are myth. I'm telling you, they're myth. Okay, because when you get connected and connected with my folks and connected with my directors, and you will say, "Oh my God, this is too easy. This is too easy to explain and too easy to learn." But the problem is, anyone there to able to reach down and say, "Hey, look, let me pull you up, and I want to bring you up to the level where I am, so to teach you that." By the way, the reason why Forbes mentioned about that, because the fact is that I could be the game changer and the disruptor in the industry. And by the way, gentlemen, this book has been a disruptor, game changer in the industry. I'm getting ready to come up with a second book, and that's even to be a bigger. I mean, I may have heard of a gentleman like Patrick Kelly, where he talks about the retirement, pre-retirement, the retirement miracle. Then you've got, these famous other authors talk about the power of zero, David McKnight, and the top. Then you got Ed Slott. Well, all these gentlemen talk about these tax-free strategy out there, and you know what? They were all built upon a fundamental idea of utilizing life insurance for the greatest vehicle. When I said to you, I've learned the 5-year retirement plan. How many of you guys heard the 5-year retirement plan? I'll give you an example. I have a daughter. She's 18 years old. I never, as until I got into the industry, okay, I never knew this. And I said, well, how can I give her a gift that would be a legacy forever? Well, in this 5-year retirement plan, I learned to put in $16,350 a year for her 5 years. Do you know, if I make long-term in the market a 5.47% rate return, hypothetically, she'll get over $6 million tax-free stream of income.
Wait, pause, break. Those numbers sound really good. And so what I would like to do is, we're actually through Global Women Speakers, we are actually having a Financial Friday. We're going to have a special guest come and talk about finances. Our desire is that each and every member and those that are aligned with us or that follow our content, that they will be empowered financially. And so, Shirley, I would love for you to commit to one Friday coming and giving us knowledge, not just speaking generally like we are today, but picking 3 items that you can educate us about and let us execute and decide if we want it. Then let's give it to us and manage it for us and show us how to grow it. I'm going to bring in Marie as well. Let me bring in Marie. Yes, there's Marie. Yes, Marie, what do you have to say? What do you want to add to this?
I just bought your book.
Yes.
Yeah, because I have IULs for my family, but I don't fully understand them. I just was recommended to get them. So I'm going to buy your book, and I bought it, and I'm going to read it. And so I can be more informed,
Yes, I love it.
Myri, whoever sold you the IUL should have given you the 5-year plan.
I don't remember a 5-year plan, but I love it. It sounds wonderful.
And you know what? That says a lot about Marie as well, because listen, she didn't fully understand it, but it reminds me of Richard Branson says. He says, say yes to an opportunity and then figure out the rest later, right? It's kind of like jumping off the cliff and growing your wings on the way down. She said, listen, I don't fully understand it, but I mean, Marie, tell me your knowledge of an IUL, because I heard Rita Gibson talk about it, but I have I don't even know what it is. Like, what is an IUL? I want Marie to tell me her layman terminology, and then we're going to let Shirley Lou tell us what it really is.
I know.
Right. So
it's index something life. I just know it's life insurance. So I have life insurance My kids have it. I know they said something about you can sometimes get loans off of it. I don't really understand it. And I know at some point I can stop paying on it. Um, and I don't know. I don't understand it. I just was like, hey, I know I need life insurance. I know my family needs it. So I just bought it for all of us.
Mm.
Uh-huh. Well, my it's interesting. Myri, the IUL.
Mhm.
I'll tell you 5 things for IUL, okay?
Okay.
But remember what Warren Buffett says, the father of investment retirement. Again, he kind of said 2 rules. Remember when it comes to your money. Rule number 1, never lose money.
Never lose
Rule
it.
number 2, never forget rule number 1, and that's the IUL. Okay, the IUL allows for your money to grow based on the performance of the market with 0 loss.
What's the acronym? What does it stand for?
Index Universal Life.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
It is the next generation of retirement life insurance vehicle, but it allows your money to grow based on the performance of the market. Depends on the company you put business with. It can grow 5%, 12%, 23%, 27% when the market performs. Now, past performance don't predict the future, but the key difference is when the market grows, but if it loses, it locks it down.
Yeah.
So there's no loss. It's like a staircase. Yeah, you have the upside, but no, it's like me taking to Dr. Lewis
There's no downside.
to
Really? It's
casino
no
play all day
downside?
long, and you don't lose.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That was one thing that they told me. It
Oh,
won't go down. It'll go up, but it won't go
absolutely.
down.
That's
Right.
hot.
But there's
Shirley,
another thing. Yeah.
what's the difference between the IUL and whole life?
Whole life 4% return. The IUL makes money, and you can make 10, 15, 20%. Well, whole life, you make only 4% guarantee or 5%. We want to participate in the market. I don't want to sit here and with a crystal ball guessing when the markets go up or down. And then the whole life doesn't give you a whole lot. But by the way, I mean, people truly want whole life. I can do that. But if you ask me what I have the IUL. But here's why Myra bought it. She bought it for this other reason. She bought it because the chances down the road, long-term care, strokes, Alzheimer's,
Right.
dementia, chronic, those are going to hit her way before she dies, kicks the bucket. Instead of just utilizing all of her retirement money, she can tap into the life insurance, activate it now. She's using it now instead of death only. So that's the other beautiful part, where it gives you living benefits, Dr. Lewis. The IUL gives you living benefit. But the most important thing why she has is that if nothing happens to her, the IUL has an ability to stream of income down the road, tax advantages, tax-free for her.
Yeah.
And on top of it, she can leave a legacy. Because remember what I said earlier? Minorities don't leave any legacy. That's what we missed out. And it's something we're going to have.
Yeah.
You know,
because you can like take money and dump it in there.
I know.
In a
But-
sense.
but-
Because that's
but
what I
money-
did.
Right?
Yeah, we
So
sold
many
the property,
things.
we took it and dumped the money in there. So
Well, you know,
I don't get to spend it, but
Myri, I had this young lady. She was 32 years old. She goes, I'm single. I'm not married yet. Do you know what? She said, I taught her to save $300 a month. I made $300,000 with your $300. And I'm like, what? And she said, yes. You taught me to save $300 and I made $300,000. Now, you know how that happened? This is how it happened, okay? And one day I would love to get her on the show. So she goes,
Wow. That's awesome. Oh, wow.
another day, I'll tell you a secret how that's happened, because I want them to keep to be interested with Dr. Lewis.
right.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was very simple. I taught her to save money. She didn't have kids. 3 after that, she got babies. She didn't have baby, got married. And then, how like anyone else, they want to buy their first home. Like anything, first home, you got to save up the money. You got to put it down, all that. She had some down payment, closing costs, but she was short, after a couple of years. And she was she needed $18,000. And what happened was, because she has the IUL, was able to create cash flow. We took $18,000 from there. She was able to buy her first home.
Wow.
Quoted about 4 or 5 years ago, the first home that she had, the housing market went up, right? So it went up to, instead of 300,000, now it's worth 600,000. So she sold that house, bought a new house, had over $300,000 equity from there, down payment on the second house. And that's why she said, "Oh my God, your $300 made me 300,000."
That's
And so,
awesome.
but now I'm teaching her the different game. My last chapter called the 5-year plan. Promise me, connect with me, and I'm going to give you information about the 5-year plan. Our best kept secret. The word, a lot of folks don't know about it, but right now I'm on the platform of teaching it on radio, TV very soon, coming to a theater near you. And
Right. Look.
it's amazing. A lot of these famous authors out there are now banding together with me and said, "Miss Lou, I got." So everything that I predict and guess and is hoping, and it's been a game changer for all. And
how come you guys didn't tell me that I was on mute? I
Oh,
love
sorry.
it.
Look, I was so intrigued in what she.
I know, but I love it. See, that's what we're talking about. So listen, you guys, I have an emergency, and I need I need anyone that is listening, anyone that is watching, Marie, Shanae, Shirley, I need all of your help, because my sister just said, "What happened to you?" She said the store is closing in 20 minutes. She is, I don't know if you guys ever heard of, oh my God, she belongs to this, she has this nonprofit that she's helping, and they're selling popcorn. And I haven't bought popcorn yet. And the store closes in 20 minutes. So my ask is that whether you eat popcorn, whether you like popcorn
I
or
love
not,
popcorn.
I need you guys to really just pull out your credit cards. I'm going to bring her in. It's my sister Tracy, all the way from the ATL.
Hey, Tracy.
She's like, "Sister, turn your camera vertical. I mean, instead of vertical, turn it horizontal."
See, I'm on my phone, so
I know. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that way it'll look. Yeah, it looks like a big screen versus. Yes, there you go.
okay.
Pull it up a little bit so we won't see the ceiling. We'll see your beautiful face. All right, that's better. Awesome.
Okay.
So, you guys, this is the amazing Amaze Balls. The Tracy. She is an AKA. She is a part of multiple organizations, and she always want to take the lead. Like, I wonder where I get it from. She always want to take the lead, right? So she's part of the National Black MBNA Association. She's doing a golf tournament. Marie, you have to go to Atlanta with me to her golf tournament, because we have to help. Yes. Okay, good. And so she also is on the board of this nonprofit. They're selling popcorn. So whether you like popcorn or not, I need you to go. We need the link. I'm going to put it across the screen. Please, ladies and gentlemen, go buy a lot. Don't just go, "Oh, I bought one just to support." No, I don't want that kind of support. I want you to go and buy a lot of popcorn. So I want you to tell them, Trace, tell them what the cause is for, and then we got to spend the rest of the time just getting the popcorn. So what is the cause for it? Over to you.
Okay, it is. I am a member. I'm not on the board, but I am a member of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women, Mecca chapter here in Atlanta. And we have a program for little ladies of Mecca, and we fund scholarships for them for college. And so this popcorn fundraiser is to help with those scholarships. So we would love your support. The store has been going on since May 31st. It only runs for 4 days, and it's double good popcorn. I know you guys have had it. Everybody's been doing this type of virtual fundraiser.
I haven't had it, but I'm gonna have it.
Yeah, the popcorn is delicious. My favorite is the queso fire, because I like the spiciness. But all the flavors are very good, and we would love your support. The store is closing in about 20 minutes in Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. it's closing Eastern Standard Time. And so
I get my credit card. I gotta go give me the website. Give me the website. I gotta get my credit cards.
Okay, so Dr. Tina,
what is it?
I don't have the link. I sent it to you, so I don't know how to put it on the screen.
Okay, hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. I know how we can do this. Hold on one second. I am going to copy the link, and I'm going to text it to Marie and to Shirley.
Okay.
Yes. So let me know when you ladies get it, because it's urgent. Because she's like, the store is closing in 20 minutes. I'm like, I'm in the middle of my Sunday speaker series. She's like, the store is closing. I'm like, okay, I better do it. Marie's like, let me put it on. There you go. So Marie has it. Shirley, see if you have it, baby. You have it now.
Okay, yeah. Did you text it?
Yeah, I'm sending to your text message.
Okay, I have to go get my, I'm not right here. I have to get my purse.
I love it. This is so funny. We say, ladies, I love real time for multiple reasons. Like, this is not prepped. This is not. I love doing live. I know some people were like, oh, well, it should be recorded. It should be pristine. No, it should be real life. It should be authentic. It should be genuine. And that's exactly what we are and what we're doing right now at this very moment. And Shirley, I sent it to you to Messenger as well. Okay. If you can get onto your Messenger. It's called Double Good Popcorn. It's called popup.doublegood.com. Yes, it's in your text. Yes, that's it. Yes. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Sunday Speaker Series still. Yes, we're talking about entrepreneurship. We're talking about money. We're sharing stories. We're talking about global women speakers literally not being a tree, right? You're not a tree. Travel. Share your messages with people who speak other languages and other cultures and get paid in different denominations, pesos, yens, dirhams, francs, and many more by simply sharing your gift, your talent, your services, your products with the world. And as of right now, we are supporting 100 Black women of Atlanta. We're buying popcorn. We have I call her the financial godmother, Shirley Lou. We have
Hey, Tracy, I'm sorry, how can I put more money than what you have? I mean, 20, 26. I want to do more than that.
Okay, can you hit the button to do it? I don't know about donations. I think it's. I don't know.
Is it donation or is it at a program?
Shirley's like, I want to do more than that.
I don't know.
Oh, there is a donation on there for 20.
For 20.
Guys, we have 20 minutes. Their goal was 1,700. They're at 1,260. Listen, you guys, their goal was 1,700. We're at 1,260. Let's help them get to $1,700. Let's see. Let me go. I don't even care.
Okay. I just donated.
You may have to order popcorn because I'm not for sure about the donation amount.
You guys, my sister is number 3.
I'm ordering the popcorn. Okay, ladies. I just did $300 worth of popcorn. Oh my God.
$300?
$312.
Wow.
That's what happens with global women speakers in the building. We got anybody want to match that? Want to outdo these Shirley, the godmother of finance? I'm just saying that's what we do here. Because my sister's number 3 and we're not going out like that. I'm just saying. Oh, yes, we can be number 2. Regina Page, congratulations to you. We adore you.
I'm typing right in. I'm going to.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
So so that means that's halfway at their goal. Excellent. Woo! Yeah, so you're at 1,260. Now that was 300. That's 1,560. Your goal is 1,700. You will achieve your goal. Actually, we're going to make sure you supersede your goal because ain't no telling what Marie over there doing. I know her. She's quiet.
Okay.
Yes. Woo! Yes, this is what happens, you guys. This is all of the 5 pillars of global women speakers. Number 1, charity. Number 2, culture. This is our culture to give. Number 3 is community. Number 4, communication. And number 5, collaboration. That's what we're doing right now. We're collaborating. And those of you who are watching live, or if you're catching the replay, I want you to go and buy some Double Good popcorn from my sister Tracy from the ATL. As a matter of fact, while we're on the line, I want to give a huge shout out to the newest Jonesboro mayor, our friend, our other sister, Danya Sawyer. She is
Danya Sawyer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, hold on. I'm gonna put the doctor in front of it. Dr. Danya, She is the brand new mayor. Listen, young, beautiful, intelligent, brilliant, African American Black sister. Listen, you guys, she is the brand new mayor of Jonesboro, Atlanta. She is amazing. Heart of gold, service of Mother Teresa. She would do anything for anyone. And Jonesboro, listen, it's an honor. It's an honor to have her serve Jonesboro. Yes. I can just tell you that.
She is the first African American mayor.
Hold up. I'm going to have to spin around. I got to spin around.
How much more did you need?
I didn't. Could you check?
She needed, well, the goal says 1,700. Shirley gave 300, so that puts him at 15.
So like $312. $312.
Oh, sorry, I'm not going to take away her 12. Shirley said
no. Okay, I just looked at mine. It's 238.
That's
that
good.
Hit it?
Yep, that's good. Yay! See, we helped her reach her goal. They got 1,700. That was their goal. And next time, make it 2,000. Where does 1,700?
I know. I just I did 1,500, and I said, okay, if I push it up a little bit more, then maybe I get it. So I should have did 2,000, but it's fine.
Okay, good. You got your goal. That's what happens at Global Women Speakers. We all pull together to make it happen. I love it. And I think that's an excellent way to end our Sunday Speaker Series sponsored by Global Women Speakers with Dr. Tina D. Lewis. Actually, we have a B. She's in there. I'm going to bring her up just so we can say goodbye, but she will be on next Sunday for sure. Let me bring up B. She's waiting patiently in the back. Hi, B. How are you, gorgeous?
I'm good. How are you?
Absolutely amazing. Did you have the opportunity to get some popcorn?
No, I didn't.
Tomorrow my house. I have a lot of popcorn.
She said, come to her house tomorrow. She'll have a lot of popcorn. I love it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, B will be on next week. We're going to close this out. But B, tell them what you'll be talking about so they can make sure they come back. What are you going to be talking about, B?
Just going to be talking about that you can overcome yourself through, whatever you're going through, whether it's an abusive relationship, believe in yourself and know that you can move forward and be successful. So that's basically my message.
I have a question for you. Who are you to talk about that? Who are you? How can you help people overcome that?
Who am I? I'm a trauma ICU nurse. I've been a nurse for 15 years, and I have personal experience. So
wow, there you have it. So you need to show up. So she is going to show out on our 24th episode of Sunday Speaker Series, sponsored by Global Women Speakers. I am so amazed at what happens. Tracy, you met your goal. I'm super ecstatic for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, you are welcome. We absolutely adore you, and Marie and myself and a plethora of other Global Women Speakers will be in Atlanta at the golf tournament. Period. Yes. Point blank, hands down. Yes. I love you. I appreciate you. Matter of fact, give them how to follow you on social media, Tracy.
My Instagram is Lady T 1420.
Lady T 1420.
Mm-hmm. That's
Lady
it.
T 1420 on IG. Yes, and we're all gonna eat a lot of Be Good popcorn. Can't wait to get mine.
Double good. Yes.
Yeah, double good pop. It's double good. It's not just good. It's double good.
Double good.
Double good. I absolutely adore that. I want to say a special thank you. Oh, wait a minute. There she goes. She's there. I was like, where's Shirley? Yes. Okay. I want to say a special shout out and thank you, full of gratitude. I just want to say thank you to Shanae Tenen of Girl, You Got This. Get up, girl. You got this. Get up, girl. You got this. On the count of three, let's say, get up, girl. You got this. On the count of three. It's not correct. It's not you. It's you got this. Get up, girl. You got this. On the count of three, let's give a shout out. We're just going to say, get up, girl. You got this. 1, 2, 3. Get up, girl.
You got this.
Yes.
You got this.
You got this. By Shanae Tenen. I want to say thank you to Shirley Lou, the godmother of finances. I'm telling you, Get her book, tap into her, follow her. She's going to do a Financial Friday for Global Women Speakers. You want to be in the building. Literally, it's going to be virtually. So you want to be in the computer, right? Not in the building, but in the computer. And then I have to give a huge shout out to B, who was patiently waiting backstage. She's going to come back. Are you going to come back next week, B, so you can tell them exactly, give them the tools that help them heal, will help them on their journey to healing? Thank you. I cannot wait. B is amazing. 15 years trauma nursing, ICU. Like, who does that? Who sees that much trauma? I mean, I did ER, but 15 years? Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Shows she has a heart, genuinely, to help those in need. Tracy, my sister from another mister, as well as Marie. Tracy popped in. Tracy just popped in, literally popped in for popcorn. Popped in for popcorn. So she's about to come back. You know, she was all relaxed. She's like, we got 20 minutes. So the store can close now because you met your goal, which is awesome. And a special thank you to my sister, Marie Hayes, all the way from Arizona, who's amazing. So ladies and gentlemen, listen, group home, yes, she's the group home queen. But when it comes to business and systems, she's also the queen. Tap into her, Marie Hayes, on all platforms. Marie Hayes. I love you guys. This is Dr. Tina D. Lewis. That is our story, and we are sticking to it. We will see you next week. What is next week? What is next week? Next week, we will see you next week on Sunday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. That's our story. We're sticking to it. This webinar, this series of Sunday Speaker Series, sponsored by Global Women Speakers, is a wrap. God bless you. God bless your family. And God bless your dreams. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.